let's do this. What's going on, people? Welcome back to another video on the channel, another live stream. Of course, we are here again talking everything Arsenal, the latest news. We're joined by Seb. It's been a few weeks since, of course, the end of the season. He's been, been on holiday. He had a nice holiday in Naples. So big up to you, Seb. It's great to have you back on the channel. And apart from the whole moving slow in the transfer window of Arsenal, how you been keeping other than that, mate?
Yeah, I've been trying to keep all right. Yeah. Of course, I needed a little bit of a break because obviously a few things have happened personally lately, but it's just good to get away and hopefully I can put it all behind me and just move on. But it would also help if Arsenal did something special instead of moving so slowly as they always do.
Yeah, it seems the same old when it comes to transfer windows, don't it? Year in, year out, we're moving slow as always. But we'll talk about that a bit later on. I'd love to get we're going to start talk about the fixtures confirmed yesterday. I'll get your thoughts on that. We'll talk about Partey, Gyokeres, Zubimendi, all coming up today, guys. Make sure you hit like buttons up, subscribe. Before we do start as well, I pinned to the chat the Football Content Awards 2025. Anyone could be kindly nominate myself as best young content creator. You guys will go back to last year. We actually won it. We finished third place, but we got a bronze award, which is fantastic. I did not expect that from you amazing people. So we're back again this year. So make sure you click the link when you get time. It takes around 5 minutes to do. Just put my name down. That'd be greatly appreciated. Absolute legends for the support as always. But yeah, big up everyone in the chat as well. Big up to, I'll quickly big up everyone. I'm going to get started, Seb, as well. Just quickly going to big up some people in the chat. So big up to Drew in the building. Big up to Adam. Big up to Jordan. Kuba's in the building. Appreciate you, man. AJ, big up yourself, bro. Know you as well. Thank Plasma in the building. Big up to you, Plasma, as well, mate. Hope all is well. But Seb, let's get right into the fixtures to start off with, man. Of course, it's that time again of the season where we do talk about and the fixtures get released. And I'll tell you something now. I've not, as an Arsenal fan, seen Arsenal have such a tough start compared to some of the teams we've got to go to in these first upcoming games. I mean, Manchester United, we start Old Trafford. That's the first game. In the first six, we've got Liverpool at Anfield. We've got Man City, Newcastle away as well. But yeah, overall, and we'll talk about them one by every single month in a minute, but overall reaction to the fixtures, Seb. Very tough start, right?
Yeah, it is a very tough start. But the thing is, you have to play everyone twice. That's all. That's just standard. And basically what it is that you can look at it two ways. First of all, maybe it might be a good thing to get off to a difficult start because then you should get those half fixtures out of the way. And it also gives you a step to lay down the marker and to really announce yourself that you are serious about challenging for the title. And now looking at this hard start, Arsenal really have to hit the ground running and lay down an early marker. And And it also means they better get a move on with their business, because if this doesn't give them a bigger incentive that they need to, I don't know what will. Because, yeah, this is a very, very tough start, but bring it on. And I certainly don't buy into all this, oh, the fixtures are rigged, oh, it's all this. I never buy into that, because the thing is, you have to play everyone twice, and you get them when you get them. And if you actually analyse it, apart from those first six, mainly it's a balanced fixture list. It is a fairly balanced fixture list, and of course that's what you always want. And especially when you look at our running in towards April, May, it's actually pretty good compared to most teams. So the platform is still there for Arsenal to do something special. If only they do their business and get these players in early in turn for this pre-season tour, then we should be all right. But yeah, I always get excited. I always love the day when the fixtures get released. Yeah, it always gets me pumped and always gets me buzzing. But yeah, we need signings as well. But
That's a big thing, isn't it?
But yeah, I'm happy with this fixture list.
That's a big thing. What you said, like we need the signings early on. This is one of the big reasons. That start, as you said, you look at it both ways, and I agree. I think you play every single team twice anyway. I think, but the thing I look at the fixtures as well is momentum side of things. If we cannot afford to really have a bad start, can we, this season? Because
definitely not.
Then I'm looking at Man United away, very tough game. We know it's not the greatest record at Old Trafford. Leeds at home, as we know, newly promoted sides could give us a good game. Liverpool at Anfield was a big one as well. We don't win there. We've not won there since 2013, 2012, right? 2013 season. City, we know, has improved, and that's going to be a really tough game. We know Forest had a great season last. Newcastle away, another tough place we go to. So we can get to around September, October with a few losses. On the flip side, if we sign some players, we can have the confidence of actually going and having a very good start to the season. But it's the way you look at it. Because what if we do have a really bad start, Seb, and we do lose the upcoming games?
Then we could be out of the race, because I think this season is going to be harder to win the league, because Liverpool have kicked up reports and made a statement. City are coming back. Even Newcastle, if they make some good signings, they could be up there. So I think next season is going to be even harder. It's going to be even harder. So definitely. Yeah, we've got to get our act together and just get some players, get them ready for this. Because don't forget, we've got Champions League games as well. It's going to be like last season, more games, and we want to be competing for the Premier League. And if the expectation is going to be high for us, and the pressure is on Mikel Arteta, especially after all these years when he's not won anything, and after last season, the pressure's on him. So we just better get a move on. And out of those first 6 games, I actually think it's crucial we don't lose any of them.
We can't afford to lose any of them.
I don't think you can lose any of them. I know people will say, 1 or 2 losses won't be the end of the world. No, I disagree. I think we've got to come away from them unbeaten if we can. Yeah.
Obviously, when we look into the Christmas period as well, it's a tough sort of period to play in. We got Villa away twice. Sorry, Villa away. We got Villa twice, or home and away.
Yeah, we do.
In that Emery twice in one month. That would be interesting. That would be a very tough test.
I've not actually seen that happen before, when we're actually scheduled to play a team twice in the same month. I've known us to play teams in the same month when one of the games has been postponed, rescheduled.
Maybe the Villa game gets pushed back because maybe they add Champions League in there. I don't know, or Cup game. Maybe it gets rescheduled. I don't know.
But they've actually scheduled us to have Villa twice in December.
Yeah, which will be frustrating if we don't win against Emery again. You know how it is. Always seems to get one over us. And then I look, obviously, the 2 big games, North London Derby, we look at November at home. And then I think near my birthday, we played them guys away from home in February. So
February, yeah.
Obviously, with Thomas Frank as manager, I think we'll still beat them, but it'd be a bit more tougher than what we've been seeing in the recent years. Frank's a good manager with them. And then obviously we look to the last game of the season is Palace away. Hopefully, Palace away. We've got a title to win. That's what it's got to be, people. Palace away. I don't want the season to be like we saw last season. It's done it was done in flipping January, people. Even years before that, we had nothing to play for in the last games, man. Like, I expect Palace away. We lift the title, people. Honestly, that's just
have to be that.
That's expectation. Is it? Is it my prediction? No, I don't. We are nowhere near ready for the new season, people. We know this. Nowhere near ready at all. And I still don't think the manager's good enough to take us over the line. But we said that there anyway. But overall, very, very tough start. I'll ask you this before we move on, right? Could there be? I'm talking about, because obviously people know what we think about Arteta, what Seb thinks as well. We think he's taken as far as he can, and he can't get us on the line. But to these like top fans who have proper got behind this guy and still back him, right? If we get to August, September, say we've lost to Liverpool, we've maybe drew, lost to Man United, lost to Man City, lost to Newcastle. If we're in a very bad position outside even the top four, and it gets around October, November time, do you think fans will start to turn? Well, even some of these biggest fans.
Well, they should do, but knowing him, they probably won't. The amount of protection this guy gets compared to most others is just beyond ridiculous. The amount of protection. But no, probably not, because you know what some people are like. Oh, you just got to keep going. And that's what some people will be like. And we know a few especially. But the thing is, what I don't understand is people who say, oh, he has to win a trophy this season, or he must go. And then when we don't win a trophy, when he gets asked that again, they'll say, nah, we can't get rid of him. This is what I don't get. Because that means you're not serious about your expectations. That means it wasn't your expectation. So you stick with that. And even if it hasn't worked out, you move on. That's what the best teams do. Look at what Real Madrid have done. Exactly. They didn't accept a season in hand. Gone. Bayern Munich last season had an awful season. Won absolutely nothing. Tuchel gone. Front company in. They've got their title back. You see? See, it just ain't. I don't get it. People need to be consistent with their expectations, because I bet you they're all saying has to win a trophy. So that means if we don't win, don't sit there and accept it and use injuries or refereeing decisions or blah, blah, blah as the excuse. You be consistent with what you say and keep your standards high, like I do, like Josh does, and many other fans do. You keep the standards high, because the lower you lower them, then it's less likely the club will do what we want it to do. It will. You've got to be consistent with what you say. And people better not dare blame if we get off to a bad start. Oh, the fixtures were against us. The fixtures are rigged. No. Because I'm telling you, if I hear that, I'm going to be fuming. You have to play everyone twice.
Exactly.
Everyone. And even Liverpool have got a hard start as well when you look at theirs.
Yeah.
And no, most top teams, United have got a difficult start as well. Most top teams have got a hard start. Get on with it. Get on with it. Bring it on. You've got to play everyone twice, like I've said thousands of times. And if you actually look at the list in general, it's balanced. It's not bad. So all these people saying, oh, it's rigged, or it's that, or it's setting us up to fail. No. It's just you with your low expectations and you with your low standards and you not serious about winning. That's what it is. Nothing to do with this fixture list. Just because it starts well or starts difficult, it's no excuse. No excuse. There's certainly no excuse not to bring in any signing and not be prepared. Because that's down to you.
Facts, bro. Absolute facts. But let's move on, man. There's the fixtures, guys, officially there. Tough start. As Seb said, though, man, we've got to get the players in. We've got to be ready for the new season. Otherwise, it could be a very, very long season. Let's quickly move to... I want to talk about Partey, because Fabrizio came out and said this today, that negotiations between Arsenal and Thomas Partey over Nildo are not advancing. No agreement so far, and now concrete chances to part ways in the upcoming days. And he'll be available as a free agent. So looking like Thomas Partey could move on from Arsenal in the summer, man. And we've been looking at some replacements. That Sevilla player, I can't pronounce his name properly. I think it's Ugame. I can't pronounce his name. Lucian Aguame from Sevilla we've been looking at. And also, well, he's the only one I've seen at the moment that we're actually looking at. Obviously, we just signed Zubimendi. But Partey leaving, people, I understand his age. Understand he's, you got to make the decision now to obviously either keep him or moving on. But for me personally, I think we should have kept him because I look out there in terms of replacements. Zubimendi coming in is Zubimendi coming in is brilliant. But we're talking about a proper replacement for Partey, people. Is this Lucian Aguame guy a proper replacement? He's not, and there's not many players out there as a replacement. So the one I like the most is Baleba from Brighton. I think he's had a good season. I think he's a good player. I would have loved Bruno Guimaraes from Newcastle. I think we just need a bit of one of those players. But looking out there right now, Seb, in terms of the replacements, is this a mistake to let a player like Thomas Partey leave Arsenal, do you think?
I think losing both him and Jorginho in the same window is a problem. If it was one but not the other, it wouldn't be too bad. And yeah, I do. And don't get me wrong, I love Zubimendi. I think he's going to be a great signing.
Yeah.
I'm happy with that midfield, but there's no depth. There's no backup. And there's a lot of games, and especially with the start we got, games are going to be coming thick and fast. We've got to be holding on to our prize assets. And it's not that Partey had a bad season or an injury-hit season last season. I think he was our best midfielder right from the start. I think he's an impressive player. But yeah, I do think we will need a replacement in the midfield if he does go. And no, I don't think it is money. I think he wants a longer contract. I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
I think Arsenal are only prepared to offer him 1 or 2 years, and he wants a bit longer, more stability, and we're not prepared to do that. So I think that's probably the reason why. And I know when he goes, we won't get any sell-on value because of his age. But yeah, losing him and Jorginho in the same window would be a problem. We are making a mistake.
It is for me a bit of a mistake as well because I rate Partey so highly, and I know he's had his moments. The PSG game where he made that mistake. I think the second leg, wasn't it? But I look at Partey. I think he's been so. Even a lot of people talk about his injuries, but last season he was one of our most consistent players in terms of injuries. Like he might miss a few games, but he certainly wasn't out for a long period of time than he has been when he first signed for Arsenal. So I look at Partey and I think he's a top-class player, man. He's so consistent as well in terms of his performance and all of that. And I think when you look into the Premier League, there's not many. People could say Rodri and all this, but when you look into in his position and even in Europe right now as well, there's not many that's on his level, really. When he's fully fit in this Arsenal team, he's a top player, people. And I think it is certainly a mistake to be letting him go. And as Seb said, to let Jorginho go as well, because it does leave us a very light in that area, doesn't it? I mean, you got Zubi there, who's came in, going to be a great signing. Declan Rice, Odegaard. But you look into the more defensive midfielder, you look to the left 8, where Rice will be playing. I mean, who else have we got there anymore? What if one of those gets injured? He'll probably have to play Lewis Skelly in the midfield, but is he ever going to do that? Because we've seen him play him as a left back. So I think we have to go out there and now sign another midfielder. I'm thinking about replacements out there, and as I said earlier, I don't know a lot about this Sevilla guy, this Aguame guy. I've not seen a lot of him. People, everyone's gassing him up. Everyone's watching the YouTube compilations and getting all excited about this guy.
Yeah, but the YouTube makes anyone look like Messi.
Yeah. Exactly.
That just shows you the best of them. Yeah,
exactly. It's mental, but this is a good question. Is it Partey's choice to move on?
No, I think he wants to stay. I just don't think the club are willing to give him.
I think it's the club. Yeah.
So we've said many times he's happy in London and he wants to stay.
I think it's the club. I think it's to do with Arsenal. Maybe people talk about the wages as well. Because he's on 200 grand a week and apparently he wants more money. He wants more wages or something. So I don't know if that's played an effect there with Partey. But yeah, it is possible. But I think, he's leaving on a free transfer, leaving as a free agent as well, which I don't know about, man. I would keep him for at least another season, people. I would keep him for at least another. Of course, I think he understands that he's not going to be playing week in, week out for Arsenal. When we just signed Zubimendi, but at the same time, when he can be really well relied on, when especially next season, even as a squad player in particular games when you need something different there, Partey can easily dictate in midfield. And overall, he did his thing last season, man. And I've been a big fan of this player. I don't want him to. I would keep him. But what do you make? I've seen a lot of our fans actually celebrating. I'm not even joking. People are celebrating that he's leaving. Oh, what a day for football! What a day for Arsenal!
Really?
Partey's leaving. I've seen half the Twitter, all the Arsenal fans on Twitter saying, "Oh, what? I'm buzzing. He's leaving."
Why?
Baffling that is.
That is baffling.
And then they're the same people who want to gas up this Aguame guy. This Aguame guy
might be good. I haven't even watched him play.
Yeah,
I haven't. I'll be honest. I haven't. I bet they're even going to watch him play. Oh,
yeah,
ridiculous.
Exactly, man. Some more questions here from Rory. Big up to Rory, bro. Could we convert Lewis Skelly as a backup DM and then sign Hato as a left back to compete with Calaflori? See, for me, it's a good question because I wanted to see Lewis Skelly play midfield. I think I was listening to Jack Wilshere when Jack Wilshere coached Lewis Skelly for the under-18s, and he was saying that he's going to be a midfielder. So that's Jack Wilshere who's managed him. So a lot of people are saying, yeah, this guy should be a midfielder, and I want to see him play there. I think he's got the attributes for sure. And obviously, he started his career as a midfielder. So I would personally, even though he's done a good job at left back and he's made it his position, but that's something we could be looking at for sure. So yeah, there we go. I'm just going to catch up on some comments, and then we'll move as well, Seb, to the next topic. Make sure you guys, if you're tuning in, smash up the like buttons up as well. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you everyone who's voted for me in the content awards as well. It really does mean a lot to me, people. Thank you everyone for the vote as well. AJ is in the chat. He says we're letting Partey go for what's Zubimendi to get the 5 now. We have to replace someone. Yeah, we definitely have to get a replacement in. The one for me maybe Baleba from Brighton. Prem, done it in the Prem, but other than that, I'm struggling to think of who else is out there to really replace Partey as well. Big up to Put. Yeah, there's not many, is there? That's really on his level, to be honest. Big up to Arsenal Alliance in the chat. Hope you're doing well, my brother. Big up to Lou every single time in the building. I'm not too bad, thank you. I hope other than Arsenal moving like slugs, people, like snails in the window, we're all good. Yeah, people want to disrespect us again. You're gonna get timed out. It's big up AJ, big up the moderators.
I've had a lot of that this year. Well, that's a lot of that this year. And honestly, these people can get a life.
Yeah, I think we'll play Villa because it's halfway through the season. Oh, you mean because you play each other twice? Obviously, like
we don't usually play each other twice in the same month. Yeah.
Yeah, in the same month is interesting though.
Yeah, that is.
I don't remember when we've done that.
Yeah, unless if the game's been postponed, then yes.
I think it's got to be that. Surely they're going to push it to January or maybe I
don't know. I
don't know, man. Yeah, some games will play twice in the same month, but I don't think we've seen that before. So if Isak maybe going to Liverpool, I swear, have you seen these rumors about Isak's Liverpool, Seb?
Well, I've made my stance on this many times on this podcast. That if that does happen, it's on the club. The club, seriously.
Yeah.
I've made my stance on this. I don't think it will happen. I think he will stay. And I think Isak has to want the move. I think he'll stay for at least another season. But trust me, if that dare happens, then this is on the club, totally. Because Arteta said that's the guy they really want. Well, go and get him. If he's going there, then seriously, that's saying something.
I don't think it happens.
I think he stays.
I don't
think it will, but yeah.
I think we stay. I think he stays. I think Rodrigo stays as well. at Real Madrid.
I don't think he's coming.
Williams has gone to Barcelona, so we're not going to go and get him.
Yeah, you see, the slower you move, the faster your targets will go.
And this can happen with a striker situation as well, if we're not careful, people. With Shesko and Gyokeres, we can end up with Ollie Watkins instead. We have to take these players in.
If that happens, that'll be typical. But that wouldn't shock me.
Rory says, in terms of big up lads, in terms of the fixtures, it's a tough start, but I've seen Arsenal with an easy start and still haven't won the league. Yeah. The fixtures is just simply like, it's the way you look at it, really. Like, you play each other. I think we can all see. I mean, it's obvious you play. Obviously, like, it don't matter because you play each other twice. But in terms of points in the season, like momentum, start the season, you want to get off to a good start. Especially when teams around us are going to get better, like Liverpool, Man City, Newcastle, Chelsea, for example. These teams I can see improving next season. Maybe some other underdogs as well in there. You want to get off to the good start, and we need to win the league. That should be the standard next season. Win the Premier League. That it has been in the recent years. We have to get. We cannot afford to be losing points, dropping points early on in the season, because then we have to be. We have to play catch up again, and that never really works, does it, with Arsenal? Big up to Adam as well. Rice will win it against West Ham away. Yeah, you better. We better be in that thing and actually. Yeah, he does a new video talking about it every single day. It's such the same news though. Like, it's all recycled news that we all know about for 4 weeks. Just moving slow as always. Big up Cooper as well, my brother. I'm saying this now. When we get our new manager, he gets 2 years. If he's got 0 trophies from a possible 8, I want him out. No different.
That should be the standard. Yeah, you get 2 years.
Yeah. I don't think it matters who we play first or last. Most games are going to be for sure, man.
Exactly.
Question: why does the manager never get the power over who stays at the football club, but when it comes to the transfers, he's a dictator?
Because that's not how football should be.
Yeah. Definitely, man. We signed Kepa. Yeah, we did sign Kepa. Surely the way teams fall can matter. If we lose to Liverpool 2 games later, it's Man City. But if we played City 6 games later after that, makes a difference. I'll be sad if he leaves on Partey there. I've seen enough of Zubimendi, brilliant player, but he's not Partey. He's not. He's a fantastic player, but he's not on Partey's level at the moment. I'm sorry, people. He could get there, yeah, and he could surpass Partey in terms of being a better player than him overall. But we're talking about right now. There's not many players out there on the same level as Thomas Partey, people, is there? He wants more money. He's on 200k a week. Yeah, but when he sees King Kyle on 270 grand a week, why not demand more?
Exactly. That's mad as itself. Oh.
That whole transfer has ruined a whole wage structure.
Yes, of course he has.
It's mental. Like, I don't blame him for dying. If he sees that, hold on a minute, how the hell is Havertz on that much? I want more than what I'm on. That's going to be like for every single player as well. Let's be honest with it. Why on earth we're not after Timber's twin brother? True. I mean, I've not seen a lot of him, but he's, we've not been linked with him or anything. So he's a good shout. I've already read that one as well. The thing is, with this fan base, they're claiming he's declined. He cost us in games. So then why were we so sentimental about him getting suspended for the first against PSG? Exactly. Everyone was crying. Oh, why would you do that, Partey? Oh, shows you how important he is. This player is spoiled, arrogant, overpaid. Yeah, I mean, they're overpaid because of the recruitment at the end of the day. People were in charge of it, in charge of putting these players on these mad wages. I read that one already. I don't blame him for the money we spent on Kai and Jesus. Is probably the reason we can't. Yeah, exactly that, bro. Exactly that. His age is, how old is he? 30 now, Partey. I think he might be.
Yeah, he's in his 30s.
He's in his 30s now.
Yeah.
But I'd still keep him personally. You want Theo Hernandez? I think he's decent, but I don't see him coming to Arsenal. I don't see him as a Premier League, man. This is why Šeško's favourite over Gyokeres. Kepa too. I think it was what's his name? That Eduardo Hagen geezer. He put something. He put a video of everyone celebrating, saying that's why, and indicating that he's happy that Partey's leaving. And there's so many others ones as well. Like Arsenal fans just quote tweeting it, saying, "Yes, I'm buzzing. Partey's gone finally." Like what?
Hell.
Like what? Oh, it's crazy. Facts, Cooper, man. Facts. Wang Mukar says, "Let him go." Well, looks like we are, man. If Partey was Spanish, he'd be staying.
Yeah.
The thing is, people talking about Arsenal signing that French guy. Has Arteta signed a French person before? I don't think he has he?
I think he has. And Saliba was signed by Emery.
Saliba was signed by Emery, but
and Guendouzi was signed by Emery. No, I don't think he has.
I actually don't think he signed a Frenchman, has he?
I don't think he has.
No goalkeepers that are French. Defenders, I can't remember who that was signed that are French. No. Midfielders, we ain't signed that's French. No. Striker, certainly we haven't. And the winners as well. So he's actually not signed a French player, which is interesting, man. Maybe MLS plays in the 8 and Rice and Zubimendi a double pivot in the 6. Oh, you mean, yeah. Okay, that's what you mean, yeah. Is Ben White getting pushed out? We're keeping Skedy at left back, as that means Timber goes right back. After this season, Partey's actually had a better injury record than Tomiyasu. Guess which one's given a new contract. There we go. Tommy and Gabriel Jesus have missed so many. Tommy and Gabriel Jesus have missed more games in the injury, yet Partey is gone. And Tierney, we're about to get nothing for them. I know. Honestly, man, we're letting these players go for free. It's mental. We should have made it at least in January. Then make the decision, right? Because I think there were teams in for Partey that was going to offer money as well. If I can remember, I think it was Barcelona or Atleti or one of those teams are looking at Partey, and we could have had a chance to get money for him there. And we didn't, obviously. He's gonna leave on the free now. Josh Seb question, please, gents. Pre-season starts July 23rd. You guys worried yet? Because personally, I'm fuming. I am. Yeah. I am frustrated,
especially when looking at Liverpool and City, what they're doing. Yeah. Us, nothing. And we've been here before. The longer you take, the faster your targets go. And pre-season starts only a month to go before pre-season. In fact, they're going early for pre-season. They're training in Marbella for a while before they go to Singapore. He's getting them in early. So,
yeah, exactly, mate. Exactly.
So, yeah, I think it is time to panic.
I'm concerned. I'm frustrated.
People keep saying, "Oh, wait until mid-July. Wait until a week before the season. Wait until the end of." No, you get them in early, so you go in prepared. Of course, it's time to worry.
Of course, it is, man. We need to act before the preseason. We need to get players in before preseason.
That's when you need to gel. Then people will come up with all this, but he needs time. But it's going to take half a season to gel. No, if you get them in early, that's when they gel. And then you go into the season prepared. That's when you gel.
You know what?
Half a season. No.
I can see us, Seb, lining up Old Trafford with Havertz first game of the season up front.
Oh, yeah. It will be that.
I can picture it, man. King Kai up front.
If that happens, then heads have seriously got to roll.
Yeah. Cuba's got a question. He says, do Arsenal have a plan? Can't decide on the striker. We have a lot of holes to fill. Arsenal always drag everything out, and we've found wanting. Yeah. I don't understand the wait. I don't understand the hold up. People used last season there's been the Euros. That's why we can't sign anyone because of Euros.
There's nothing now.
Yeah, there's no international tournament now, people. No international tournament now, is there?
Think about it. The last three out of the last 4 transfer windows, we've not signed anyone. In 3 out of the last 4.
That's the frustration right there, people.
Because January twice.
Oh yeah, twice. Oh my god, I forgot about that second time.
The second time in January, and this mini one that's just gone past. No one. And yes, you do count it. Because everyone else has done business. Us, nothing. Because only us, Fulham, Wolves, no, not Wolves, us, Fulham, Nottingham Forest, and Crystal Palace. They're the only 4 teams that have not signed a player yet. Everyone else has signed a player other than those 4 teams. And we're one of them.
Yeah.
And we're the only ones in them. Well, us and Palace are the only ones in Europe, and Palace as well, but still. We're the only ones in the Champions League. No signings.
Exactly, mate. Exactly.
Joke.
It's disgrace. Yeah, and that's a frustration, isn't it? You know, we had to sit through the whole January window and we signed no one, not even a loan deal.
No.
A loan deal. People talking about the PSR and FFP, yeah. Oh, we can't spend money. Do a loan deal, then, people. At least.
Plus we were told that weren't a problem in Jan.
There we go, then. So we could have spent money.
I know.
And hold on a minute. We could have spent money because didn't we put in a bid for Ollie Watkins in the last week of the window, people? And that got rejected because they already sold John Duran.
Yes.
And we waited till the last week to finally put in a bid.
No. And it was a silly bid as well. It was around 40 million.
For an English international. Excuse me.
See, this is what the club does.
This is what the club does. It's going to kill me. For English international people, yeah, in Ollie Watkins, a well-established Premier League football player, right? People could talk about the age and all of this gimmick, all this crap, right? At the end of the day, we signed Aubameyang when he was 29. Yeah, we signed, what's the guy?
Ian Wright. How old was he?
20. We let Van Persie leave at 30. Was it 30 Van Persie left and he won the league with Manchester United?
Yeah, 30, yeah.
Yeah, he was 30, yeah, and he still won the league with Manchester United, right? At the end of the day, the age don't matter for me. You know, you're talking about a player like Ollie Watkins, well-established English international, well-established Premier League player, week in, week out. They just sold John Duran to Saudi. You really think they're going to let Ollie Watkins go last week? If we would have made the bids and showed a bit of ambition in the first week of the window, we probably would be sitting there with Ollie Watkins. I don't know if he would have been a difference maker. I don't know if he would have made a difference and we would have won the league. I think the league was already effectively done by then. I think Liverpool were 8 points clear by then anyway. But we saw in both the cups at that time. We saw Champions League as we know. Even without with Watkins up front against PSG, could we have seen a different story? I know it's if buts and maybes, but we had the opportunity to address that position. We didn't. We signed no one, not even a loan deal.
Yeah.
No one, people. And that's a frustration. And then you look back at that other summer window where we signed Cadaflori, Merino, Sterling and Neto. This is where the frustration comes. We just, as Arsenal fans, we've experienced this for the past 2 years now, where we've done fuck all effectively. And sorry for my language, but that's what it's been. Our best signing in the last 2 years has probably been Mikel Merino as a striker. For being honest with it.
That's a joke.
This is why we want the club to act fast and ambitious.
But yet, when I came on here and told everyone how poor that window was last summer, I had a lot of questions about it. And even people on these podcasts coming and questioning it. But you're all in the mud now. Where are you now? Look at you. You still want to sit here and battle this. By the time the worst happens, you still want to make excuses for this manager and this lot. Not me.
Yeah, definitely.
Fed up with this club and some of these fans as well, especially the ones that have got on to me. Sick and tired of it. Time to win.
Facts, mate.
Tired of it.
Absolute facts.
Where's Zubimendi? I thought that deal was done in January. Why isn't he here? Absolute joke.
Yeah, definitely.
And how can, after signing nothing in January, there must have been a clear plan of who they wanted. But now, we can't decide. But what have you been doing all this time? What have you been studying? What are you doing all this time? You should have targets in now. How can you not be sure which one about a Sesko or Gyokeres you want? If it's Gyokeres, get him in. If it's Sesko, get him in.
Facts, mate.
What's going on?
Yeah, absolute facts. That's why this manager is eager for Sesko. You can't have Gyokeres starting every game ahead of your highest earner from this perspective. Facts. And that's if we do get Sesko, then that's what's going to happen, isn't it? How else will we still be playing a lot of game time?
I know, and then they'll use this excuse. Oh, but Sesko needed time. No. We need ready now. Excuses are coming. They'll be lined up for these silly people.
Drew says, few minutes not the word for me. Berta, this, Berta, that is what I've heard when he came in. Is going to be the fool guy because he's the same old Arsenal in the transfer window. Yeah, the thing is, this is what's going to happen. We get to the end of the window, and we ain't done what's required again. And yes, partly is down to the new. It's the director. We don't understand that, but a lot. Trust me, a lot of scapegoat will be better.
I know, and it should be. It should be the manager. Will say,
"Oh, Berta didn't do what's required. Berta's a fraud." And partly he's partly to blame because of the window, and he's a sporting director.
No, he's not at all.
But Seb, hold on. But at the end of the day, how can you scapegoat the guy when he's been in here for how many? What was it now? He's been here for a month or something.
Yeah, since mid-April.
Where's the same energy for Arteta? Where's the same energy for Arteta? Because everyone says give Arteta time. I'll give Arteta time, give him another window, and then they want to just slate off Berta. He's been here for a month. But said you and I, everyone knows that's going to be the excuse, isn't it? When it comes to the end of the window. Oh, Berta, he didn't do what's required. Oh, he's got to go. Even though he's been here for a month, people.
Yeah.
Ridiculous, but there we go. I can't fathom why we signed, why we said in January that because we didn't sign anyone because we had a plan for the summer. How's that going? Yeah, that's another excuse. Oh, they're looking ahead to the summer. Oh, look, and then obviously the whole Zubimendi deal got announced in January, didn't it? That paper over the cracks. Everyone got excited about that. He's a good signing, but even he's not been announced yet, people. Facts. Absolute fact. Yeah, they're not the players we want are not even playing in the Club World Cup. Like, what's the excuse, people? They're not even playing in the Club World Cup. Is Gyokeres playing for Sporting in the Club World Cup? No, he's not. Is Sesko playing for Leipzig in the Club World Cup? No, he's not. Who else? All right, Rodrigo, we're looking at, but again, there's been no talks about, no negotiation with Rodrigo. He's probably going to say it around Madrid. Is Williams playing in the Club World Cup? No, he's not. But now he's going to go to Barcelona. The players we want, they're not playing in the Club World Cup, people. So there's absolutely no excuses. Yeah, I'll be honest. I don't know. Have you watched any games of it, Seb? It's been dead, mate. I'll be real with it. It's been so bad. I mean, we had this conversation when we went to the parade. Like, a lot of people said, "Nah, if we had the opportunity, would you play in a World Cup?" And you said, "Yeah, it's a trophy." And I'm with you there. But a lot of people said, "Nah, well, we don't want to play in that." A lot of Arsenal fans said, "Nah, we don't want to play in that." It's a good thing that we're not in it, apparently. Prefer Havertz, Gyokeres. Don't want a hipster at my club. On what basis then is Havertz better than Gyokeres? Like, can you give us the reason?
How?
Like, it's your opinion, and big up yourself, 170 gunner. It's your opinion, man. But how's he better than Gyokeres? Then
raise your standards, please.
On what basis? What Arsenal board are doing to us fans doesn't make sense. We're living the life of our brothers and sisters without buying key players. I'm not happy with what Mikel is doing. Gyokeres has turned down Man United and Juventus, and he said he wants Arsenal. We don't move after last summer transfer window and the winter window. They owe us as fans. Spot on, Cooper, man. And we're going to talk about Gyokeres to end off as well. Josh said, listen to this. We have 3 bank accounts to the men's side with a total of 660 million. Exactly. Well, there's money there. Because Seb, what happened about the war chest, bro? Do you remember that? We have a big summer war chest. This is going to be Arsenal.
This all the time.
It's going to be one of Arsenal's most successful summers ever. Arsenal going to sign some world-class players in the summer. There we go. I don't know Watkins, his third choice. See, the thing with me, like, I agree. Like, Watkins on his own, I don't think will be enough for Arsenal next year. If we can't get Gyokeres or Sesko, like, I don't mind Watkins though as a player. I'll take him as well as another striker because I actually do like Watkins, but not on his own as the main striker. I don't think it'd be enough.
No, it won't be enough.
Big up to Julie in the chat. If you're still in Spain, hope you had an amazing holiday. I saw your comment the other day that you was on the I think you was on the jet ski or something. Was it the jet ski or you was on like the boat or something? But big up to you, Julie. Hope you're having an amazing time. Lovely weather in Spain, I'm sure as well. And thank you for tuning in. I hope you're having a great holiday, Julie, as well. It's crazy, man. Gabriel's my captain. He loves the badge, the club, and the fans. Liverpool going in for Isaac while we're still deciding between Gyokeres and Šeško. Oh, this is the thing. I swear down. If Liverpool somehow pull and get Isaac over the line, that is disgusting. I'm sorry, people. That is on Arsenal right there.
You'll definitely be on us.
If he stays at Newcastle, you can say, you know what, fair enough. He stays at Newcastle.
I've said this all along on this podcast, that I will not accept Isaac not signing for Arsenal if he goes somewhere else.
Yeah,
I won't accept it.
Yeah,
and he'll be on the club, not Isaac himself, of course, or not Newcastle themselves. He'll be on Arteta.
On Arteta. And
all down to you. Because then there needs to be serious questions about your ability to pull big players over the line, get deals done.
Yeah. Well, exactly, because if we see another team if Liverpool get over the line, then what on earth are we doing there? Because everyone says, oh, Isak's Arsenal's dream target. Isak's Arsenal's number one target, right? And if he goes to Liverpool, that's on Arsenal Football Club. If he stays at Newcastle, which I think he's going to stay at Newcastle, then okay, we'll have to move elsewhere now. But there we go, people. There we go. By the way, Gyokeres and Šeško, the only two strikers we can generally throw in an inquiry for. Osimhen, yeah, he's out there, man. He is out there, and people talk about the money with Osimhen, but is it the money with him? Because I thought he rejected Saudi, and they was offering him a bag of money, and he said, "I don't want to play in Saudi." So I don't know if it is to do the money, but then the same people talk about Osimhen, and apparently he's got an ego, and that's why we don't want to sign him, because he's too egotistical. He's got an attitude problem. Because apparently these people know him personally. Apparently they're best friends. Is that with Ivan Toney? Everyone's saying Ivan Toney's got an ego attitude problem.
The Arteta doesn't like those players. It's just so annoying.
It's crazy. It's crazy, people.
Yeah.
But yeah, he is going to be called Bert after his window so far, mate. I'm telling you, I ain't calling him Andrea Berta yet until we sign some proper players, mate. You know how it is. Balamirez missed a shot. Oh yeah, this Club World Cup. I could not be bothered. Club World Cup for me has been dead, mate. Absolutely dead. Yeah, we should be signing Osimhen, man. We should be at least going for him. He's a gunman striker. They said teams like Barca are going to be stunned after our transfer window.
Yeah, sure.
Totally, mate. Totally. We have Havertz as Watkins as backup. I can see that happening as well. I'll be honest, mate.
I'll be fuming if that happens.
It's like, no, Niall, mate. How's it slowed down because of the Club World Cup? That's why a lot of how? Because what? So it didn't stop Liverpool signing Wirtz, did it? It didn't stop Liverpool signing Curtis.
No.
It didn't stop Liverpool signing Frimpong. Yeah, it didn't stop Man City signing Rhinos. It didn't stop Man City signing Cherky. It didn't stop Man United signing Cunha, who we would have all taken. It wouldn't stop Man United about signing Bumo. What's going on here, bro?
What is going on?
Is Gyokeres playing in the Club World Cup? No, he's not. The window's open. What's it got to do with the Club World Cup? It's not. The Euros, I can kind of accept it last year as, all right, fair enough. You've got teams are playing in it, players are playing in it, whatever. It's a big competition, not much business happen. I can accept that. But we're not doing this, man, about the Club World Cup. I'm not bothered about Arsenal being in the Club World Cup. It's a glorified pre-season tournament. Fair enough, man. I wanted to be in it personally, but there we go. I haven't even been paying attention to the rumours or daily updates and Arsenal signings in the last week or so. Yeah, exactly. Where's the ambition to sign these world-class players, man?
There isn't any.
It's crazy. It is crazy, people. Big up to Jack as well. Hope you're having an amazing holiday in Spain as well, mate. There he is. He's having a nice Estrella. Love that, mate. He did 1,150k step. Oh, fair play to you, brother. And hope you're having an amazing holiday and have a great time as well, my brother. Bless up to Jack as well. Yeah, see, Madrid have signed players. So many teams out there, people, who have signed players. I'm holding, but it was a great little break. Still no bloody striker. Exactly. Big up Julie though. I'm glad you had an amazing time as well. We're over a month away from pre-season. I get why fans want things to happen quickly, but there's no reason for the club to hurry. We'll judge the new players when the season begins. I disagree with that personally, but there we go. Frankie Dion's in the chat. Big up to you, Frankie Dion. He says, Viktor Gyokeres, thumbs up. Big up to Static as well. He says, hey, Josh and Seb, I'm sure it'll be 100% down to Arteta since he's messed up for years. Isak could have been our new Omri. Yeah. Definitely, man. Right, let's quickly end on this with Gyokeres and the striker situation. This guy from TalkSport, I don't know how reliable he is, but apparently Gyokeres reportedly told his friends and family that he expects to join Arsenal this summer. Let's also not forget.
Wouldn't listen to anyone on TalkSport.
Nah, I'll be honest.
Don't listen to that.
TalkSport is a load of waffle, I'll be honest.
Oh, it's awful.
But what I will say is Fabrizio came out and said in a video today and yesterday that obviously I think we all know Gyokeres wants Arsenal. That's over any other club. That's definitely the main thing.
Go out there and get him. We want him. Go out there and get him.
Yeah.
That's a no-brainer. Go and do it. And this is what you want from these players. You want them to want to sign for you. And you've made it clear, go and get him. Seriously, his goal record is brilliant. And yes, fair enough. It's a different league. Well, Sesko's an even bigger gamble because he's not prolific. Yes, probably all round he might be a better player. But you need someone ready now. Go and do it.
Facts. Absolute facts, man. It seems that we're looking at because of the whole, we're not going in for Gyokeres because we still want Sesko number one, but because of the whole fee with Sporting, because they're still trying to sort out him leaving for 60, 70 million. But even Sporting, they're going to probably sell him. What the president wants is under 100 million, which is release clause. So probably 80 mil, most likely for Gyokeres. But I mean, Seb, what do you make of the whole striker situation right now? Because we're flipping. We know we needed a striker about 3 years now since Aubameyang left.
It's embarrassing.
We're 19 days into the window, and we're still deciding at the moment.
It's absolutely embarrassing that we still don't know which one we can choose, still which one we're going for. It's embarrassing, really. It really is. We should have a plan, my dear. Everyone else seems to have one.
Yeah.
Especially after we didn't do anything in
January.
Oh, it's a mess. It's an absolute mess. Just get something done. We've got to get a move on. Especially after this fixture list. And people will say, oh, but it's too early. Yeah, then weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks go by and we sign no one. And then sooner or later, look around the corner, we're off to pre-season. Sooner or later, you look around the corner, the game has started. Man United 1, Arsenal 1. No signings. Arsenal 0, Leeds United 0. No signings. Liverpool 5, Arsenal 1. What are you going to say then? And who are you going to blame then? Honestly, I hope it doesn't happen, of course. But you just know what this club is like.
Mm-hmm.
There's no plan. There's no nothing. Oh. And then people will blame this new director. No, you blame the manager. Because he's also the one that says, I get the final say in anything. I get the final say in anything. I get the final say in anything. That's his words, not mine or anyone else's. So yes, it was his idea that he did not to buy anyone in January. It was his fault that we didn't buy a striker last summer. It was his fault he signed Kai Havertz. It was his fault that we've needed a striker for ages and he always chooses not to do it. Yes, and it will be his fault if we don't get the players in ready for that Manchester United game. In fact, ready for that Singapore trip.
Facts. When we signed Jesus, if you remember, Seb, he had a full pre-season, and Zinchenko as well. And Saliba came back. And he had the pre-season.
Look how quickly we got the season up and running. And even at summer when we signed Rice, Havertz and all that, hit the ground running. We went
Exactly. I remember that season as well. We played the Emirates Cup. Was it Seville? And Jesus batted a hat trick. We went Orlando. We beat Chelsea 4-0. There's a few other teams in there as well, and that got them going for the new season. And then we played that Palace game, and then we had that fantastic unbeaten start to the season because it got them going. Whereas last season, we didn't have Calaforian until the second game against Aston Villa.
No, well, that was a terrible saga. And then knowing us, it'll take ages and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks to get deals done. Well, Liverpool, Man City, and everyone else gets deals done like that.
Why is it we always move like this, though, man?
Different
director.
Zubimendi. I thought that deal was done in Jan. I thought that deal was done at the start of May. Why is he here?
Yeah.
And Kepa, as much as I don't want him, we were told the deal's done. Where is he?
Exactly.
Oh, it doesn't make sense.
Not even announce anything.
No, nothing. All you get is, medical test pending. Oh, deal close. Oh, examining. Oh, we're in love with a player.
We're in love with a player.
All these buzzwords mean a load of trash. Pay the money, you get the player. It ain't rocket science. Ring the club up, and then they'll give you a price. You pay it, then it's done. It really, really, really ain't rocket science.
Yeah, facts, mate. Facts. See, look, people honestly came out and said about Zubimendi today, yeah? Arsenal will play Solskjaer slightly more than the 60 million euros release clause to sign Zubimendi. The agreement struck has enabled Arsenal to pay the fee over a number of installments rather than all in one go. And then, but it's still obviously still not been.
When was it being finalised?
Still not been announced.
I think it is done, and I think it will.
I think it's going to be a done deal, but it's just like,
why isn't it?
Yeah, they're taking their time, aren't they?
We just get it done and then move on to the next targets. Instead of messing around like they always do.
Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly. Guess what? I'm about to tell everyone. I'm starting the gym routine whilst having a Mackey's an hour ago as well. Big up the Mackies, man.
Whatever, Rory. Oh.
Yeah, listen, big up to you, Julie. I've literally had a lifetime of same old BS was supporting Arsenal. There we go.
It's only been one summer, which I've been fully excited and fully satisfied with.
The Declan Rice summer.
Yeah, and it was that summer.
Yeah.
The whole summer. And yes, okay, in some extent for Jesus and Zinchenko, even though deep down, even though we needed a lot more. I was excited about those two songs, but we needed a lot more. But all the others, let's be honest, I've not at all been excited about, not one bit. And that also goes back to all the Arsene Wenger days, when we've actually gone into the season. And I mean going into the season, not when the window ends. I mean going into the season.
Even on the Wenger though, it was like we was looking at these targets, right? And we was a laughing stock in the windows and how we did business.
Absolute mess.
Like we all remember the Luis Suarez situation, 40 million and £1, yeah. And then even some of the targets. Look how many years we tried to sign Benzema.
It never happened. We were never getting Benzema.
Look, who's the other striker who's heavily?
Higuain.
That was the one. And instead we signed Danny Welbeck and Giroud.
What a joke.
And that 2016 window, when Leicester won the league, we only signed Petr Cech.
I know.
So it's even past on setup, past it goes Wenger. It goes.
Problem is at the top.
It's the top, isn't it? It's like these. That's why I say all the time, these flipping owners, and yet they have the cheek and audacity to paint Josh Kroenke as a moral seb.
Why?
Outside the Emirates Stadium. What has this guy done for his football club?
And don't ever tell us to be excited until you like this. Don't ever. And also, I blame him for not sacking this guy, for keeping this guy and giving him his contract.
The only thing with
giving him his contract
is that they have actually put money into this manager.
They have. So that means
a lot of money with the manager.
You're expected to deliver.
Yeah.
You spend over 700 million in 5 years. Doesn't matter where you are. You're expected to win titles and trophies. You're expected to deliver. Because we laugh at Chelsea with them with the £1 billion bottle jobs. Well, they've won more than us in that time. And sooner or later, that will be us.
Yeah.
And they've won more than us in that time.
It's so frustrating. After the season we just had as well, people, last season, how disgusting that season was. Another failure in the Premier League. Failure all round. Another failed season. We're not winning nothing.
And they accept it.
And now we're sat here debating what striker to sign.
Fans that don't want this manager gone. I still want to sit with the manager. Means you accept it. Means you're not serious about winning and you accept it. Facts.
Not
me, not Josh, not me. You accept it. And you're seeing rivals, including Tottenham, win trophies.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what you deserve.
Yeah, exactly.
Not me, not Josh. You deserve it for backing this process, for sticking by this manager. And I know when he's gone, you will not back this next guy anywhere near as much as you backed this one. Because look how quick you all were to jump on Emery. And yes, he probably did need to go.
I think he did. I think that's fair. He had to go.
Yeah, but we have the same energy for this guy. He's an employee. That's all he is.
No player or person is bigger than the football
bigger
club.
Than the club.
No one.
He's an employee. Whoever's there.
And a lot of people's Arteta FC said.
Yeah, you get put in a position to serve a purpose. If you fail to serve it, you don't deliver it properly, you're sacked. And even when you have served it, you probably will still get sacked. Real Madrid, one manager has lasted longer than 3 years in that club in the last 65 years. One manager.
Yeah.
But and they constantly clean up trophies left, right, and centre. Is it a project there? Is it a phase there? No. It's win or get out.
Cooper says Arsenal are afraid of winning trophies. They act like they have no ambition to win anything or sign game changers. Sad facts.
Okay, Josh, I've actually got to get a move on to. I've got to put dinner on.
Have you got to get going, Seb?
I'll put dinner on, and I'm absolutely bursting for a drink. It's so hot up here.
No worries at all, man. No worries at all. We'll wrap this up. Guys, thank you everyone for tuning in as always. Appreciate everyone's support. I might be back later on. If not, obviously we're back again tomorrow as always. Hopefully with some proper news, because every single day it's a recycled garbage. We're monitoring, we're interested in, we're attracted to, we're in love with. But no deal done yet, people. Well, there is Zubimendi, but we're not even announced anything yet. So we just want an announcement, people. We just want an announcement. It's mental. But big up Seb for coming on, mate. Thank you for coming on. Great to have you back on the channel, and hopefully many, many more upcoming this summer as well.
Hopefully next time we do this podcast, we would have got a deal done. I hope so.
Better be. You know what I mean?
It's time to get things moving. It's beyond a joke.
Absolute facts, man. Absolute facts. But guys, just quickly on this one. Exactly. We've been through this, man. We're going to got Vardy. We got Lucas Perez instead. How many times are we going to go through these windows where we just don't act ambitious? Like our last world-class player we signed, said, was probably Alexis Sanchez.
Yeah. I'll say that, yeah.
And look at the difference he made to Arsenal Football Club, people.
I think it is Alexis Sanchez, yeah.
I think we have players who are on the verge of world class.
Yeah, we did.
Maybe Saka, Saliba, Gabriel, Rice, but that's it really, I'd say.
Yeah.
But there we go, people. But yeah, everyone who tuned in, absolute legends. Enjoy the weather. Enjoy the extra evening, guys. Whatever you get up to. As I said, I might be back later tonight. There should be like a pre-recorded video out tonight as well. And then I'm back tomorrow as always, people. You know how it is. Make sure you haven't already. Oh, by the way, sorry, before I go, if anyone's not already voted for me, link is pinned to the chat for the Football Content Awards.
Yeah. Make
sure you guys, it only take 5 minutes of your time. Click on that. Vote me on the best young content creator. Last year we came third, bronze award, so it'd be great to get back there again. Thanks for all the support, people. Big up to you, Seb, as well, for coming on, mate, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.